What's going on, guys? It's Betting in the House with your host, yours truly, John Marks. Alright guys, we have been through not one, but 2 crazy weeks of the NFL season. So guys, just like college football, in week 1 of the NFL season, we went 6-10. Not what you really want to do from a betting standpoint with one push. And then in week 2, we bounced back. We went 11 wins and 5 losses. Right? So that brings us to a total NFL record with 17 wins and 15 losses on the season so far. So still in that plus territory, plus money, only by 2 games. So let's try to widen that margin, right, with week 3 of the NFL season. Now, on Thursday Night Football, on Prime, we have the New England Patriots going to the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium. New York is favored by 6.5 points with a total at 38.5. That total sounds enticing, but the Patriots have covered every spread this season, so definitely give me Patriots plus 6.5 points. Now we have the Chargers going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's favored by 2 with the total set at 35.5. It's a weird total. 35. You usually don't see that total too many times throughout the year. So I'm going to give you 2 picks on this game. Give me Pittsburgh laying the 2 points and going over the 35.5 points. Now we have the Houston Texans going to Minnesota. Minnesota looked good against San Francisco last week. Houston offense was okay. Their defense is what really came into play, right? But Vikings is a good team, but I like Stroud even better. So give me Houston minus 2.5. Now the Philadelphia Eagles, all right, coming off of a loss to Kirko, right? And that game was crazy. Kirk Cousins led a fantastic touchdown drive in the end to win the game, which is fantastic. We took Atlanta plus 5.5 last week, so now the Philadelphia Eagles travel to New Orleans to take on Derek Carr and the Saints. Derek Carr has looked phenomenal in these 2 games, right? Trying to pick him up on fantasy at the moment, so wish me luck on that. But New Orleans is favored by 2.5 points. The total set at 49.5. Give me my boy Derek Carr and the Saints laying the 2.5 points here. Now you have Denver Broncos going into Tampa Bay. Denver did not look too good against Pittsburgh last week. And Tampa Bay had a fantastic win in Detroit. So give me Tampa Bay laying the 6.5 points. Now we have the Packers going to take on Tennessee. Tennessee hasn't won a game. They're favored by 3 points. Total set at 36.5. Another low total. And guys, I believe Tennessee will finally get the first win here. I believe they'll get the first win and they'll cover the spread. So give me Tennessee laying the 3 points. Now we have the New York Giants going to Cleveland. Yep, the Giants absolutely suck. They're terrible. So Cleveland is favored by 6 points. The total set at 38.5. Yeah, I'm definitely going to lay them points to Cleveland. No question. Now we got the Chicago Bears going into Indianapolis. Indianapolis has looked alright. They played good against Houston, but man, did not look so good against Green Bay. Right? I have Michael Pittman on fantasy, and he needs to throw him the freaking ball. All right, I'm trying to win, guys. I feel like this will be a crazy game, and I feel like the Colts finally get another winless team. They're gonna get their first win this Sunday. Give me Indianapolis laying the point, which is what they're favored by. They're favored by 1 point with the total set 43.5. Yes, definitely give me Indianapolis laying that 1 point. Now we have the Carolina Panthers going to take on the Raiders. Guys, hey, you see what we did to Lamar and the Ravens last week? We pulled out that win, which I didn't think was going to win that game because, I mean, Baltimore, they're trying to come back from a loss against the Chiefs, and we was playing in Baltimore. But, hey, we did it, right? We pulled it out. No matter how we do it, just win, baby. Al Davis, you know what I'm saying? Come on. So now, Las Vegas is favored by 5.5 points. Total set at 40.5. I feel like I'm going to put up a good amount of points, guys. Bryce Young has just been recently benched. for Andy Dalton for the Carolina Panthers. I don't see why they're benching Bryce. Like, I understand. But at the same time, it's like, come on, he's a rookie. And y'all's team is not that good at all. So it can't just be one person's fault. Right? He's doing the best he can. Last year was his rookie year. He's a vet now, but it's just a 1-year vet. So it's like, there's not a huge difference between a freshman and a sophomore in college or high school. Right? Even though they got that 1 year of experience. So definitely going to be laying the 5.5 points with the Raiders. Gardner Minshew, Devontae Adams have been great. Devontae Adams is playing tremendous. Max Crosby, our defensive line, has been great. Secondary's been pretty decent. So definitely laying the 5.5 points here with the Raiders. Now we have the Dolphins going to Seattle. You got Seattle's a 4.5 point favorite. Total set at 41.5. This is good, like pretty crazy spread. Because I feel like even with Tua out, the Dolphins just picked up Tyler Huntley and they signed to the practice squad. I believe he will start this week, and if he does, absolutely lay the 4.5. Actually, we're not even laying. We're taking 4.5 points. Seattle's the favorite. They're favored by 4.5. Total set at 41.5. Yeah. That 4.5 spread, yeah. Definitely going to take the points with Miami here. Let's go, Huntley. Dude killed it for Baltimore and the Ravens. Fast quarterback. We'll see what happens. Now, we have speaking of the Ravens, we have the Baltimore Ravens going into Dallas. Dallas is getting a point. They're 1-1. Baltimore's 0-2. So, Baltimore is looking for a win here, right? They've had 2 weeks with 0 wins to 2 AFC West ball clubs. And I believe they get their first win here in Dallas. So, definitely give me Baltimore laying the 1 measly point. I think the Baltimore Ravens win by probably 4 or 5 points. Because Dallas always usually plays tough at home, besides last week. Last week was atrocious. Derek Carr shredded the mess out of himself. Now we have the Detroit Lions going to Arizona. Detroit's a 3-point favorite. Total set at 52.5. Guys, Arizona and Kyler Murray played great. I'm looking for him to continue that path. So give me Arizona plus the 3 points. Now the San Francisco 49ers going to take on the Los Angeles Rams in Los Angeles. San Francisco is a 7.5 point favorite. Total set at 43.5. They're coming off of a loss at Minnesota last week, which is crazy. I thought Minnesota would play them tough. Just because any given Sunday, right? Anybody can lose. So, yeah, the Rams, Deebo Samuel's out, and just all the stuff's going on. Juwan Jennings and those guys are going to have to step up. But with the Rams, Cooper Kupp and Puka's hurt right now. So there's no telling what's going to happen with this Rams team. So, like I said, San Francisco's favored by 7.5 points. I'm going to be laying those points here with San Francisco. Now we had the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons in Sunday Night Football. We're going to have some more Carrie Underwood. You know what I'm saying? So, Sunday Night Football on NBC, baby. So, Kansas City's a 3.5 point favorite in Atlanta, Georgia. The total set at 46.5 points. Guys, this is going to be a heck of a game. Right? I think this will be a good defensive game. And guys, it's hard to beat Mahomes, man. It's hard to beat him. But Atlanta's coming off of a really good game, really good outing. Right, against Philadelphia in Philly. I think that gave them like the boost of confidence that they need. The Chiefs running back, Isaiah Pacheco, he's hurt. He'll be out, I think, for about 6 weeks. They just signed Kareem Hunt today, as of today. And today is Tuesday. So, I'm definitely going to be taking the points, plus 3.5 for the Atlanta Falcons. And now, time for... Monday Night Football, prime time on ESPN. And there's another game, right? So it's a doubleheader. One's on ESPN, one's on ABC. But the one that's on ABC, you can also view it on ESPN Plus. So they're both on ESPN, but one's more on ABC. But hey, ESPN prime time. First game of the doubleheader for Monday Night Football. We have the Jaguars going to the Bills. Buffalo is favored by 5.5 points. Total set at 45.5. And Jaguars are winless as well. They haven't won a game yet. And I feel like they'll go 0-3. Buffalo will continue to go 3-0. And definitely going to take Buffalo laying those 5.5 points. And for the last game, we got the Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals in this doubleheader of Monday Night Football. Cincinnati's favored by 7.5. They had a crucial, tough loss against Kansas City in KC last week, which was, I watched that game. I seen one of the greatest interceptions I've ever seen in that game. Cincinnati should have won, but they just couldn't move the ball when they needed to. Gave Mahomes some opportunity and put the game in the refs' hands. You know? Would not advise to let the game be in the refs' hands in Kansas City. I don't care what team you are. You just can't afford to do that. Cincinnati's favored by 7.5 points, with the total set at 48.5. Commanders are 1-1. They had a good win against the Giants. So, but 7.5 points. Cincinnati and Joe Shiesty is going to lay out their frustrations on the Commanders. So definitely give me Cincinnati laying those 7.5 points, guys. And that's going to wrap it up for week 3 of the NFL season. Those are the picks. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Now let's get this back. God bless.